So I'm hiking in Japan right now, and despite being at a similar latitude, climate, and hydrology to back home in Cascadia, the species diversity of plants here is staggering. It's blowing my friggin' mind. We've got oaks, beeches, yews, pines, sugi, juniper trees. We've got all sorts of different stuff here. It's crazy. There's over twice the amount of angiosperms in these forests than there are in European and North American forests. And while there's about the same amount of gymnosperms, the ones here tend to be linked to more ancient lineages. And one of the reasons why they think that happened is because of geothermal activity and a lack of glaciation. See, the Earth obviously goes through natural cycles of, climatic shifts over very long periods of time. And about 10,000 years ago, we emerged out of our most recent ice age, during which time major ice sheets formed all around the northern hemisphere, over North America, Europe, and Asia. And that ended up kind of pushing a lot of those species that existed there to more southern areas. Many of those species weren't able to adapt to those changes, even though they happened over a very long period of time. And as a result, when those ice sheets retreated, the species that have since radiated out and evolved come from those limited numbers. Whereas here on Japan, it's a volcanic island chain, so there's a lot of geothermal activity, there's vents and springs, which ends up keeping the ground just a couple degrees warmer than it is elsewhere, which goes a long way to creating habitat during an ice age. And the fact that it's a chain that's removed from the mainland means that those same ice sheets that happened all over the world didn't affect it here. So you had a wider diversity of species that were able to survive and seek refuge here during that ice age, which means that as the ice sheets have since retreated, the species that radiated out here and evolved into fill different niches it's staggering. It's literally blowing my mind. So just a really cool look at the way that life on this planet has evolved, and it makes just being alive at this unique moment in time that much more special, don't you think? What a beauty.